Welcome to the JRC. Cody Jansen with you on 12 Ounce Sports Radio and TV, getting set. Fort Saskatchewan Junior B Rebels taking on the Calgary Shamrocks. Got Zach Mueller joined beside me for this one. Zach, we saw the first couple. They struggled 0-2 so far this season. What do they got to do tonight?
I think the key is just to keep it simple on offense. Take your shots when you got them, trust the guys around you, and yeah, just keep it simple out there. Don't get too fancy.
Goaltending is going to be big. Jacob Perrott between the pipes. He's coming off that game he got pulled. He needs a big performance. On the face-off is Flink. Falls down, and we are underway at Fort Saskatchewan at the JRC on this Saturday evening, just after 5 o'clock local time here. The Calgary Shamrocks 2-0 to start their season. Go on offense first. Side in the corner, 14 left to shoot. Working the ball up top. Tries a pass out in front. Robson Ramsey's in the corner, battling around for that one. He's going to take a whack. Ref will blow it down because of the loose ball push. Joel Lucas has 7 points to lead the way for the Shamrocks this season. 3 goals and 4 assists on their road trip to Lethbridge. Wong's up top, works it across for Eric George. The rookie, Eric George, had himself a good weekend to open it up. Also had himself a great playoffs last year. It will take some time to get back into that form, as it's Marcus Fouillard on the back check. A little bit extra speed with those black leggings. Fouillard breaking out the new style for this one. Led the team on offense in their first 2 losses, 4 goals and 3 assists for him. Now it's George to D1 up, and it's not by Selenovic. This ball's going to bounce all the way back down to Perrott. They'll get a fresh 30 to work with. Rebels back to the drawing board as it's Fouillard trying to cut towards the goal, and he's stripped of the ball. Loose one's helping around. Shamrock's defender tries to pick that up. That's Ramsey, and he's stripped of the ball back to Wong. Wong now over to George, 23. He's got to get a shot off here. Shot clock reset was called. It wasn't actually. Fouillard now, long shot, bounces it in and scores. Marcus Fouillard opens up the scoring less than 2 minutes into this one.
That's going to be the key there, just taking those outside shots when you got them. You don't have to drive in on your own, you know?
And it's a great bounce shot by Fouillard. Finds its way past Selenovic. And it's 1-0 Fort Saskatchewan. Flink on the draw, hops up. Shamrocks yet again. 2-0 in the face-off circle so far this evening. Left side, James Johnson to set up the offense. They gave the goal to Wilson. Quick shot there, and Shamrocks have evened this one up. Long shot. Rebels goal they gave to Wilson. Calgary responds right away. One. Jacob Perrott might want back. Squeaks through his arm. Evened up with 17:48 remaining in the first period. Logan Sundholm with the long shot. The 20-year-old through the glove and the arm of Perrott. Finds his way to the back of the net. Off of that face-off column, unable to handle the loose ball. A little bit of a mess of a change there for the Shamrocks. Are they going to be able to control in their own zone? Evan Jollymore to start the rush. Sundholm starts the scoring, and the 2-0 Shamrocks have evened it up early. Now up top, little pick and roll and a save by Perrott. That was Robson Ramsey. Looking to find the back of the net. He had 8 points to lead their team last weekend in Lethbridge. Looks like Carter Albrecht's going to the box, and it's going to be holding the call. Calgary getting the first power play this Saturday evening. It's a doubleheader on 12 Ounce Sports Radio and TV, barring good internet. Boy, a little bit of a scare before this one. Thanks for tuning in wherever you are listening or watching from. Shamrocks on the power play. Fort Saskatchewan's penalty kill was tested against Rocky View, and they made them pay for it 7 times. Expect Dylan Ferrier to get that shot, and that's Ferrier right there. Shot gets blocked, and a massive block for Fort Saskatchewan. 6 to shoot now. Perron's going to make a left pad save. McQuiggan to load that last one up. Perron with a left save. Give and go in the corner now. Down on that left side. McQuiggan again. Works it up top. Fraser. Trying a little quick pass out in front. Fraser's unable to handle it. And in transition, go the Rebels. Fouillard now looking to kill some clock while shorthanded. 19 on the clock. Heads down to that right corner. Now he's going to cut out in front with a chance, and maybe he's got Wong backdoor if he can get it to him. Fouillard fake spin, still has it. Gets tripped up behind the net. He's going to eat that, and he just drops it into the corner. A good penalty kill nonetheless. They still have 45 seconds left, shorthanded. In transition go the Shamrocks. Joel Lucas, 3 goals already this season. Up top, long shot. Perron with the save. It's the captain, Colby Fraser, teeing off on the power play. Now in transition goes Dyward all alone. Jordan Dyward fake shoots, and he's stopped. A shorthanded opportunity. Very close to how the Mammoth beat the Rush last night in NLL playoffs. If you were watching that one, Saskatchewan champions fall to Colorado in game 1. That's going to end their series and their hopes at a back-to-back championship. 5 seconds until Albrecht gets out of the box. 15 on the shot clock. Collum now leaves it for Albrecht. He's looking to go on the offense now. Tries to find McCallion in front. Goes off McCallion's stick and into the netting. Calgary possession. Mulholland now leaves it up top for Johnston. The undersized Oban Johnston works it across left side. Mulholland shot wide of the goal, bounces up high. Perron's got to grab his crossbar, and it's somehow behind him. Peterson's in transition, and he's got Albrecht up there. Connor Albrecht looks and fires. He tries to go 5-hole, and a good save by Solanovic. Jacob Perron between the pipes for Fort Saskatchewan. His second start of the season. First one didn't go so well against Mountain View. Long shot on goal. That bounces wide. Not sure if Perron got a piece of that. This season, he's got a 76 save percentage. Not exactly what you're looking for out of your goaltender, but he's going to bounce back strong last season, especially down the stretch into provincials. Long shot on goal right in his chest. He's easily going to corral that one. Shot from John Geib. Wong's on the floor, Marlowe as well. Left side, Wong looking to walk this one up top. He's got George plenty of time to shoot. Signs to run into traffic. He's got a fire in 2. Now he does, and a save made. Ball gets knocked wide. Ref blows it down, and it looks like Fort Saskatchewan's going to the power play. Yes, they will.
That was a big kill for the Rebels there too. Perron with a couple saves there to get himself back in the game after getting off to a bit of a shaky start there.
Hey, you jump out to a good start. You want to keep that momentum going. We got 2 goals in the first 2 minutes and change, and now it's been a little bit of a defensive battle. You get that kill. Fouillard's out there. Wong as well. Wilson to play the top. He's going to fake fire. Works over McCallion and George's side. Wilson, Fouillard, give and go, 13 to shoot. Wilson gonna look to fire and a save made. Loose ball gets picked up, and the Shamrocks are gonna go down the other way in transition. 1-on-1 with Perron. He makes a save, and a big shoulder save that is. This is Colby Anderson going down the floor in transition, robbed by Perron. Staves off a shorty. That would have hurt on the power play. Fouillard's up top with Wilson. Marcus Fouillard down to Wong. Those two, if they can get going, this offense is one of the best in the province, possibly even Western Canada. McCallion there, over to Fouillard. His quick shot gets stopped. McCallion with the rebound, scores! Hey-ho, let's go! Josh McCallion has the Rebels back in front again.
McCallion starts things off there with a nice pass across the middle and then just hops right on that rebound for the goal. Nice play.
Getting in front there, picking up that rebound, not losing that battle, pays off big time as Fort Saskatchewan's got one on the power play, and it's 2-1 Rebels. Face-off violation called, and Fort Saskatchewan's back to work. Folliard, left side, works it across to George. George now in the corner, one man on him, gets a pick, and he's gonna walk this one out in front. Wong on the right half wall. Folliard's got his second point of the night with an assist on the McCallion marker. Left side, Shamrock's gonna break it down the floor. Penalty coming now. This one's gonna be against Fort Saskatchewan. Have to assume now loose ball push is gonna get blown down. It is Folliard going to the box, and they're gonna call a hit from behind. Not sure if they're gonna give that a 2 or a 4. Looks like a 4 will be called. It's Mason Dick on the boards, who broke it down from the Shamrocks. Good speed there. You know what? He puts Fort Saskatchewan in a spot they really don't want to be in. And now they got to go to the penalty kill again with 12 minutes remaining. Calgary 0 for 1 on their first power play. They did give up a shorthanded breakaway too. See that ball movement up top. You know what? You get a good heavy shot there by Sundholm. He pounds that one through Perrant. We'll see if they try and break it to the middle again. They're a good ball-moving offense. But you got to be able to crack that box of the Rebels. Right side, Ferrier, 6 goals for him in their opening weekend against Lethbridge. Fraser's up top. Give and go with Ferrier. Trying to find Ferrier out in front. Now he gets a rebound, backhand shot. Perrant makes a save. Rebound's bouncing around. It's picked up by Trimmer in the corner. Trimmer has it. Fresh new 30 for them to work with. Ferrier doesn't have any assists yet this season. Nice 6-0 stat line for him. Trimmer in the corner, up top. Captain Fraser with the shot, save made. Ferrier's got the rebound, and another great save by Perrant. What a big save there, and in transition goes Albrecht. Penalty coming against the Shamrocks. Rebels gonna be able to kill some good amount of time here. 5-on-5 as it's Albrecht cutting towards the goal. Gonna try to take a shot, save made. Could have killed off about another 12 seconds on the Folliard penalty, decides not to. And Dylan Ferrier's going to go to the box. Refs are discussing this one. High sticking is going to be the call on Ferrier.
A big save by Perrant there to keep the 1-goal lead for the Rebels.
Massive early, especially when you're shorthanded. You need your goaltender to be your best penalty killer, and JP has been so far. 4-on-4, Wong, McCallion on the floor. George now. Pass gets knocked down, and Wilson's going to pick this one up as he floats back into his own zone. Wilson caught the one-on-one, works it over to Wong, 7 to shoot. Wong over to George, 4 to shoot. They got to get something off here. George fires, and it's right in the chest of Solanovic. Too many men on the floor for the Shamrocks, and it's going to be picked up by George. Look at the offense. Gets set again. Minute 23 still to play. A 4-on-4, 10 minutes left to go in the first period. Dywert right side, fake shot. Works it across the floor to George. George, plenty of room. He's going to let that one go. And it's another one right in the chest of the Shamrocks netminder. A rebound was down there, and George had his stick swatted out of his hand. Now Dywert's got in transition, 2-on-2. Probably for the better. He decides to pull out and wait as he had Jack Mira all over him. George, long shift for him. McCallion with the high pick. He's getting into it a little bit in front of the net. Dywert has it again. McCallion, a good whack there. So you can hear that from up here on Nicholas Page. Page now, left side. Albrecht's on top of him. Over to Sundholm. His shot goes over the goal. Sundholm, the goal scorer for Calgary, had a chance. Decided to try and get a quick shot off. Maybe rushed it a little bit. Marlowe right side. Dywert's up top. Gonna cut towards the goal is Jack Marlowe now. He waits and pulls out. Marlowe now. Ball gets knocked out of his stick. And the Shamrocks are gonna head the other way in transition. John Guy. Right side. Has it spin around the corner. Takes a couple of whacks from Albrecht. They're back to the power play for 45 seconds. Folliard still in the box. Gets taken out by Albrecht. They're gonna say he stepped in the crease. Guy and Albrecht have a couple of words. Perrant has it, and he's going to have to work this one up. George off the bench. 24, not enough time to kill off this entire penalty. But Folliard will be out in about 30 seconds or so. Spinning around on the boards is Colum, and he gets stripped, and here goes Jollymore in transition. Jollymore. 15 seconds left on the power play, so they get it set up one more time. Double minor for hit from behind to Folliard. He's out of the box in 5. Up top, Fraser, the captain, works it down low. Folliard's out of the box. He's not getting back too quick, and a chance goes off the pipe. Dylan Ferrier found his way right in front of the net, and he rang iron. Fraser, a long shot. Perrant with the save. Ball pops into the air. And he's going to try a stretch pass now. Folliard, plenty of gas left in the tank as he just spent 4 minutes in the penalty box. Marcus Folliard, a little bit of room for him. Cuts toward the goal, tries to go far side, and he bounces it wide. Weird hop off of Stanchions, picked up in the own zone. Caden Smith, the 17-year-old, right side for Folliard. 2 to shoot. Low shot on goal. Solanovic with the save. And they get a shot clock reset. Now a pass goes a little bit long by Ferrier. Ends in Albrecht's corner. Loose ball bouncing around. Peterson's there as well to help. Loose ball gets picked up, and another great save by Perrant. Looked like that was Colton Anderson in front. He got ran over after he got robbed. It's a double whammy. Right side, Shamrocks offense going to work. Johnston now. Another pass out in front. They're really trying to get those perfect opportunities. Something that Fort Saskatchewan tried last weekend didn't really work for them too well. If you're not getting those shots, you know what? Tough time scoring. A lot of those errant passes get turned over, and in transition, this Fort Saskatchewan team can do some damage as it's Folliard now. Fake shot, he still has it. Now he's up top. Folliard on his backhand. Kind of runs himself into a corner, not enough room. To Marlowe, 1 to shoot. Low shot, save made. Loose ball picked up by Dywert. Good battle effort there. Dywert has it. Coach not too happy about that last shot clock violation as George with another chance. Save made. Good effort so far from Nick Solanovic. I mean, he's got 10 saves on 12 shots, but a couple of those have been dandies. Bryce Trimmer, 2 goals and 2 assists so far for the youngster this season. 18-year-old, playing the left side. Ferrier's up top. Ferrier, cross floor. Looking for a man. He's going to pick it up in the slot. This one ends up right in the corner. It's Colby Fraser this time cutting towards the net. Fraser off and onto the bench a little bit gingerly there for the Shamrocks. Going to have to keep an eye on that as they're camped it off a little bit slower. George up top for Dywert. Shot clock's at 15. Rebels offense is on that left side now. It's George out in front. Dywert with a quick chance and a great shoulder save by Solanovic. McCallion and Dywert try a double team and it's braked the left side. Mason Dick in transition. Finds man out in front. Perron's got to make another good shoulder save. His left side was John Guy. Loose ball bouncing around. 4:45 remaining here in the first period. 2-1. Fort Saskatchewan leads. Trimmer up top. Right side. Another save by Perron on James Johnston. Johnson picks it up in the corner. He's spinning around there. Now the ball comes loose. Trimmer up top. Bouncer picked up by goaltender Jacob Perron, and Albrecht leads the charge. Fouillard on the floor. George will set up behind the goal. Wong now back on. He took a little bit of time off here and cutting toward the goal. The Rebels got another chance. They step in the crease. Shot goes over the goal. Doesn't count anyways. Robson Ramsey up the middle. He had 6 assists to start this season. Ramsey now creating a little bit of havoc. Long shot on goal by Ferrier. Perron with his 13th save of the period. Fraser up to Ramsey. That right side's picked up by Albrecht, and he's going to circle the goal. Ramsey still on him, not going off for a change yet as Fouillard hops off the bench. 3:27 left to go here in the first period. McCallie on left side up to Fouillard. Long shot for him. Easy save. Dywert grabs the rebound. Another chance. It's George in the slot. Goes 5-hole and scores. Eric George goes 5-hole on Nick Solinovich. And Fort Saskatchewan doubles their lead with 3:07 remaining. Eric George cutting it in front. Starts a couple of rebounds picked up, and they can just maintain that pressure there. They're able to bury one as Eric George has his 4th goal of this season and first of the game, puts Fort Saskatchewan up 3-1. Flink off that face-off. Another loose ball gets picked up by Ferrier. One place the Shamrocks have dominated is in the zone. Dywert and Fouillard pick up assists as Perron's long pass is stripped by Ferrier. Coach is not too happy about the gate not being closed there. As the Shamrocks go back to offense, shot gets blocked, picked up in the slots. Fraser bouncing around a little bit. Gonna call a loose ball push. Looks like James Johnston was knocked out on the play. Up top, Fraser tries to go behind the back. Perron easily handles that one. Not gonna try a stretch pass now, it just works it right side to Albrecht around that blue line. Ethan Wong on the floor, but a little bit quiet from him as the offense has been going through Fouillard so far this evening. Marlowe, right side to George. George back up top. Marlowe's gonna hammer that one on goal. Heavy shot, seen by Solinovich. His stretch pass now finds Anderson in transition. Anderson tries to go low, and the kick save by JP keeps them at 1 through 19 minutes of play. Battle ensues down low. It'd be Peterson that ran over Anderson. Now it's Searson up top. Right side leaves it for Dywert. Couple assists for the captain already here. Minute 14. 12 on the shot clock. Fouillard, couple of whacks, spins off of it. Fake pass up for Wilson. This Rebels offense is deep, but they got to be getting shots on goal. 2 seconds. George to fire gets blocked. That's going to leave a mark as Nicholas Page stepped in front of that Ryan Wilson blast. Farrier out in front. Might have been Searson. Big cross check in front of the net. Rebels are going to be shorthanded again with 45 seconds left to go this period.
Not going to get away with that one right in front of the ref.
Yeah, that's about as obvious as they come as Ryan Wilson. That wasn't Searson, pardon me. Wilson's going to the box. Calgary going back to the power play. Third time this game. Technically a double minor. Should be their fourth. Whatever. Fraser up top to steer the ship here on the power play. McQuiggan's pass goes wide. Now it's Fraser again. Looks to tee up, gets it back. Up top, long shot. Pront with the save. Rebounds out in front for Farrier, and he can't pick up the loose ball. Fraser looking to shoot again. He rips this one over the goal. It's going to bounce all the way back to his net. Shot clocks off. They got chance for another opportunity if they want. Stretch pass goes off the stick of Bryce Trimmer out of play. Jacob Pront's just going to hang on to this one, and the clock will wind down. First period wraps up here at the JRC in Fort Saskatchewan. You know what? They're battling some adversity of them going back to the box, something they struggled with last weekend. But the offense looked better against a strong Shamrock squad.
Yeah, they were definitely just kept it more simple, you know.
Keeping it simple, big, and it works on their power play. They're 1 for 1 on the power play. So I think the Shamrocks know, you know what, this deep offense, they've now got their feet underneath them. They might not be gripping the sticks as much. And they got that power play clicking a little bit too.
Penalty kill's been strong. Now the key will be to see if they can keep it up in the second. They were up after one Saturday and Sunday, so.
Jacob Pront going to be a key factor here as well. He's got 16 saves through the first period in Fort Saskatchewan. To start the second, they're going to be short for 1:15. Hope you stay tuned. It's Cody Jansen and Zach Mueller with the call on 12-Ounce Sports Radio and TV. Welcome back to the JRC. Cody Jansen, Zach Mueller with you on 12-ounce Sports Radio and TV. Thanks for tuning in wherever you are watching or listening from. Rebels up 3-1 after the first period, thanks to goals from Marcus Fouliard, Josh McCallion, and Eric George. Calgary, they got one from Logan Sundholm. Got Zach Mueller joined with me here in the booth. Zach, what does Fort Saskatchewan need to do? Obviously, it's a big kill to start, but you know what? You can't get down on yourself either way. And the Rebels 0-2 this season. They've got 89 penalty minutes in the first two games. They took 8 in that first period, something you really don't want to do, especially against a team like the Shamrocks. But their power play was clicking. If you want to take the bright spots, don't let them get hot because that offense looks like they're starting to click.
Looked really strong in that first period.
And Jacob Perron assessed his performance in the first period.
Gave up a shaky one to start there, but he really rebounded. He made some big saves to keep this a 2-goal lead. So.
Ball's down, second period is under. And Fort Saskatchewan keeping column on the draw. It's hopping around. He's able to win this battle. That'll be a clutch start. Unable to, and it's Ferrier who pops up with the ball. Right side, Ferrier's up top. Colby Fraser to anchor this power play. Ferrier give and go with him. Down low in the corners, Trimmer. Fraser up top, long shot. Perron gets a piece of it with his stick, and it bounces over. Loose ball push called. Rebels ball, 36 seconds left to kill. Now in transition goes Wong, and the pass goes over his head. Loose ball bounces up top. He's not able to recover. And the Shamrocks will get another opportunity on this power play. For Fort Saskatchewan, they slow it down there. They're able to kill the rest of it. They decide not to. And they're going to give the Shamrocks another chance. Sundholm up top, pass just misses him. He's got to pick it up off the boards. 10 seconds left on this power play. Down low for Johnston. Back up top again. Right side shot. Perron makes a save. And Albrecht's going back the other way in transition. Up top, he's got Wilson. All alone, big shoots, and he's sucked. Big save there by Solanovic. Early save as Albrecht's going the other way. Another good shoulder save.
A couple good chances off the penalty kill right there.
And Solanovic had 13 saves in that first period. Perron had 16 to outduel the man at the other side of the rink. Ferrier's up top. Mulholland now spins around his man, dishes it up. McQuagan now out in front. Mulholland can't handle it, and Perron pick it up. Plenty of time for him. Left side, Ryan Walker, the 18-year-old, up the floor. Cross center is McCallion, hops on. McCallion picked up a goal in that first period. Good effort by him as he picked up the loose ball. Right side, Fouliard cuts toward the goal. Another save made by Solanovic. Now goaltender steps out. McCallion's got a loose ball. McCallion cuts toward the goal, tries to go 5-hole and scores. Josh McCallion steals that one right out of the stick of Solanovic. Big shot goes 5-hole, and Fort Saskatchewan is on the board early in the second.
The Rebels making some opportunistic plays tonight. They got goals on a couple rebounds, and they steal it away from the goalie there and get another one.
That's a big one. Josh McCallion extends that Rebels lead to 3 with 17:30 left to go in the second period. McCallion's first one is on the power play. This one's even strength. They're giving the goal to George. Pardon me on that one. Not McCallion. Leave my eyes there. And now picked off it the other way. Here goes the Shamrocks off the rush. And it was Johnston who had a chance. It's Noah Flink in his own zone. little bit of trouble for Fort Saskatchewan. Column's going to settle this down on the left side of the floor. Column now cutting towards the goal, runs right into a triple team, still has it somehow. Not going to get a shot off, 20 seconds. Trying to talk to the refs there. They got to get the offense set, 15. Here he goes again, cutting towards the goal. Another save of the Shamrocks netminder. McCalligan, right side, leaves it for George, top left. Up top, another chance by Wilson, stopped by Silanovic. Wilson, right side, dishes it off from Marlowe, who is coming towards the goal. Stripped, and the Shamrocks possession, if they can hang on to it. Wilson, all over his defender, Wenekers. Shamrocks trying to play in transition, doesn't work so well for him as Robson Ramsey gets taken out, and here goes Fulgard down the floor, shot over the goal. Wong down low for Downward. Trying his pass, but Wong wasn't ready for it. Ball bounces into the corner, Fulgard on his man. Colby Anderson, loose ball, trying to work around, and a little bit of a toe drag. Works it up the floor. Anderson left side for failure. Avoids a hit from Albrecht. His shot. Perron gets just enough of his arm on it to direct it into the corner. Sundholm up top, fresh 30 for them. Ferrier cutting out in front, spins and fires. Perron dives at it, takes a stab, and he makes another save. Down the floor to Marlowe, tries behind the back over the net, rebounded, a good save as Wong, was open. Edwards got it again. His low shot goes about 3 feet wide of the net, bounces all the way back into Perrott. Up the floor, Caden Smith. McCallion to Fulgard up top. Fulgard looking for some space. He bounced one in earlier. Pass over for Smith. Smith now 5 to shoot. Light shot, rebounds out there somewhere. And it's going to be picked up by Wong. Caden Smith now up top to Fulgard. Pass bounces past him. And he's going to retreat with 16 seconds to shoot. Down to Wong, right side, quick give and go with Fulgard. He fakes it, he's going to bounce this one off the shoulder, way high into the sky. Checked out for the Shamrocks are in transition. Wenekers. The floor, McQuiggan, left side. As Johnston up top, back to McQuiggan. He's going to load and fire, and Perron gets a stick on it. Mulholland now, chance out in front, another save by Perrott. Perrott's made 25 straight saves after allowing the first shot of the game. Searson in transition. Had a goal for himself last weekend, opening it up the defenseman, finding the goal column. Here's Wilson, down low for Marlowe. Ball bounces behind the net, it's grabbed by George. George in the corner, played tough by Mira. 2 on him down low, and George comes out of it, 2 to shoot. George, one arm on his stick, not going to be able to get anything. He gets hammered to the floor. George gets pulled off of him by the horse collar. Has a few words for Mulholland as they'll go to the box. Fresh legs on the floor. McQuiggan down low for Trimmer. Unable to handle that. And here goes Caden Smith up the floor. Boy, has he come off in the past 4 minutes. He's been all over the place. Smith, left side, makes that pass, and now he's going to go change. Going to be a little bit gassed to that long shift. Fulgard, right side. Low scoring game here. The JRC as Dyward gets it out in front, and he makes it 5-1 for Saskatchewan. Jordan Dyward, just as I was saying, it's low scoring, heads toward the goal, catches that pass from Fulgard, puts it over the shoulder, and it's 5-1 for the Rebels. Timeout called by the Shamrocks as head coach Jason Kruk is going to try to get his troops regrouped there with a word for him. Fort Saskatchewan, the offense clicking, and this is something we did not see last weekend.
I do think it's what we expected to see, though, you know?
They've got a high-powered, deep offense, and now it's showing. You've got Dyward with a goal. George has two. McCallion has one. Fouillard's got the other. And we don't have Ethan Yang in the lineup. Spencer Mills not there. Liam McGarva. Wong doesn't have a goal yet today. Realistically, they just got to keep this pressure on. Perrot's been playing great. If he can keep this one up, Fort Saskatchewan's just got to lock it down defensively now. Rebels, another big one for them. Stay out of the penalty box. You know what? They've been good so far, but you don't want to take that risk. 8 minutes of penalties in the first period. Not so far here. As they got a 5-1 lead with 12:29 remaining in the second period. Flink off that face-off. In transitions, George, and he rips it over the goal. Good opportunity there for Fort Saskatchewan. A big hit on the boards as Jackson Dewar steps into his man, and now he gets pushed by Ferrier, who doesn't like that. Dewar left side, leaves it for Wong. Offense is on the floor. Right side, chance out in front, McCallion. Shot gets stopped. In transition, go the Shamrocks, trying a little behind the back shot there. Picked off by Geib as he had his breakaway opportunity taken away by Albrecht. Wong up top, leaves it for Fouillard. He's been at the center of all of Fort Saskatchewan goals. Offense is really running through him as Dyward's gonna load and fire. Save, rebound goes off the crossbar. Chance down low in Fort Saskatchewan, unable to stretch this lead a little bit more. Winokur's up top, 20 on the shot clock. Chance out in front. Trimmer's gonna rip that one off the post and off the ref as well. That hurt Fraser. Back up top is Trimmer. Bottom left side looking for a lane. Fires that one off the post, and it's behind Perron as he spins. Picked up in the crease by Smith. Low shot by Joel Lucas. Had 7 points in their weekend series against Lethbridge. McCallion, top left, give and go with Fouillard. Wong's in the corner again. Out in front, Marlowe tries to behind the back, and a good shot there. A better save by Solanovic. Albrecht and Sundholm getting into it a little bit out in front. Kellum's on him now. Right side, Anderson for Ferrier. Ferrier tries to go 5-hole. Ron's having none of it, and he makes his 27th save of the game. Midway through regulation. Chance out in front, they score. Fort Saskatchewan, quick offense strike, and they're up 6-1. Rebels down the floor, they're able to beat Solanovic again, 5-hole. And the Rebels starting to fill the net here. It's 6-1 with 9:46 remaining in the second period. Flink's gonna be on the draw. Doc has 3 defensive players back. They know if they lock it down defensively, go 1 for 1, they'll be all right. Shamrocks to offense. Shot on goal. Perrot's going to make that save, but Albrecht off to the box. Fort Saskatchewan. What they don't want here is to be sitting in the sin bin all game, and they're heading back there again for the fourth time. Shamrocks going to the power play, and it's going to be Fraser up top. Down those Trimmers, got Ferrier out in front, and he's absolutely crushed by Collum. And Collum goes and steps into his man in the corner as well, just for good measure, as he runs into Mason Dick and Ferrier in less than 10 seconds. Shot goes wide, Ferrier, another one goes off of front shoulder, and it'll play. Shamrocks power play. Still out there again, minute 18 left to go. Trimmer over to Ferrier. Fraser's shot gets stopped. McQuiggan down low. Over to Trimmer, it's bouncing around, and Searson's gonna be the man to pick it up. Searson and Dewart in transition. Searson, he's got Wong wide open. Wong's got a break. All alone, Ethan Wong shoots and scores! There's one for Ethan Wong. He gets in on the scoring fun, and it's 7-1 Fort Saskatchewan.
It's got to feel good for Ethan to get that one.
It's been a long time coming, it feels like, for Wong. You know what? 7 goals, he finally gets in the goal column. And for Fort Saskatchewan, a big shorty makes it 7-1, extends that lead to 6. That's exactly how this power play for the Shamrocks is going. They're -1 for 4. If you want to count the shorthanded marker. The unit on the floor, Lucas up top, back for Trimmer. Sandholm's gonna let one rip. Perrott makes the save, and he sidesteps out of the way. Searson picks up the assist. Wong's got the goal. And Fort Saskatchewan on the shorthanded attack again. 7-second differential between the shot clock and the penalty time. 9 to shoot. Here's Wong again. Loads and fires. He had some room on that glove hand side, and he rips it wide. George is up top. 1 to kill, and he just dumps it in the corner wisely. 5 seconds until Albrecht gets out of the box, and Fort Saskatchewan's got another penalty kill. 4 for 4 so far with a shorthanded goal. Mason Dick works it over left side. Johnson's shot goes wide of the net. Now in transition is Dewart and Albrecht trying to play some tough D, but Ferrier's got it up top. 2 to shoot, rips that one over the goal. Boy, he's got a heavy shot, and if Fort Saskatchewan gives him space, I see why he's got 6 goals already this season. Dylan Ferrier, the 20-year-old, let one rip, just whizzed past the helmet of Perrott. Long right side. Works it up top for Marlowe, trying to cut towards the goal, rebounds their shot, another good save, Slonovic. Rebels getting back on the defense as it's Johnston. His pass gets knocked out. Long hit by Searson there. Ball wasn't close, lucky he didn't get called for it. Sundholm shoots and scores. Boy, was that not a replay of the very first goal of the game. Logan Sundholm from about 40 feet out beats Perrott low blocker, and it's 7-2.
Perrott's just got to shake that one off. He's played great so far tonight.
Yeah, no need to push the panic button at all. That's a good shot, and boy. he can let that thing fly on their 34th shot of the game. They're finally able to beat JP after he made 33 straight saves. Shamrocks back to offense, looking to make a comeback with 5:52 remaining. Trimmer unable to handle that pass, and now it's Ferrier all over Dewar. A little bit of fancy footwork there, gets him out of D-zone trouble, and it's over to Wilson. Wilson on the floor, McCallion hops on, as does Fouillard and Wong. Fort Saskatchewan kind of toning back their shooting here this period a little bit, despite having 4 goals. Seems like they're being a little bit more selective with their shot choice. Wong up top, gonna load this one and fire low off the shin of Mulholland. That's gonna hurt as he heads off to the bench. Low shot, and they score. Another one. Fort Saskatchewan playing with fire here. You don't want to let Calgary back in, and it's 7-3. Two in a row. The lead gets cut down to 4 with 5 minutes to play in the second period. Sundholm caps off the hat trick 35 minutes into regulation. And a low shot there by Bryce Trimmer. Bounces over when he picks up his own rebound, 1-on-5. Can't have that happening for Fort Saskatchewan. Sundholm again to tee that one up. And a good save by Jacob Perrott. He was ready. Not surprising him anymore. Sundholm rewarded for his offensive efforts as Trimmer rips this one off the shoulder of Perrott. Ball into the corner. Johnston there to recover. Now he takes a hit on the boards, and he's still able to make that pass. Throws off the ref, though. Nice little friendly hop for Fort Saskatchewan as that pass can't get to Mason Dick. Penalty upcoming. JP staying in his net, gonna catch his breath. And now 2 calls coming. Looks like Albrecht's heading to the bench as well. Fort Saskatchewan. Looked like they were going to the power play, but Albrecht evens it up. It's him and Jack Mira. Head to the box and we'll play 4-on-4. Fort Saskatchewan looked like they were going to have a power play. Doesn't turn out the case. We'll play 4-on-4. Diver on the floor, right side over to McCallion. Both of them have goals tonight, as does Fouillard. The ball handler, Fouillard, cutting towards the middle, tries to go 5-hole. Selenovic makes that save as he steps out of his crease to make the pass. A little bit of a bouncer. Finds its way to Robson Ramsey. Ferrier right side, Fraser with a little bit of a moving pick. Ref's not going to blow that one down. Ferrier still has it. Backdoor pass, almost hits Ferrier up top of McGuigan. Quick shot, McQuiggan. As his blocked, Perrott's going to work it left side for Ethan Peterson. Illegal change, ref doesn't like it. Rebels only have 3 guys on the floor. Gonna say he hopped off a little bit too soon. And 1:06 left. To play 4-on-4 Shamrocks ball. Bryce Trimmer to Sundholm. Sundholm shot. Save made by Perrott. The rebound was out there. Caden Collins scoops it up down the floor to Dewar. Dewar now in transition. Shoots and scores. He goes 5-hole on Sovanovic. And Jackson Dewar has the lead back to 5. Gotta love seeing those in transition for Fort Saskatchewan, especially 4-on-4 with that open floor. Jackson Dewar opens it up, goes 5-hole, and they're sitting a little bit comfier than a 4-goal lead.
The Rebels have looked great in transition tonight, actually. They've scored 3 or 4 goals just off the transition plays.
Gotta make them pay when you get the opportunity. Another face-off loss for Flink. Right side, Colby Fraser, the captain, looking to get some sort of spark here. Long shot. Good shoulder save there on Joel Lucas by Perron. Jackson Dewar has the Rebels 8th of the game as Collum might have blows a shoe. And here goes Caden Collum down the floor over to Wilson, shoots and scores. Caden Collum, without his sneaker, finds the man out in front, and it's 9-3 Fort Saskatchewan.
A couple big goals for the Rebels after giving up 2 straight there.
That's a big response for Fort Saskatchewan. Darren Bray and company have their team ready to go tonight. 9-3 Fort Saskatchewan leads with 2:14 left to go in the second period. Off that draw again, loose ball picked up by the Shamrocks. And in transition, here they go. Pass intended for Mason Dick. Misses him initially, but he picks up that loose ball. Ramsey's up top. They got 12 to shoot. They got to do something with it as Ferrier's on the right side. Little pick and roll by Ferrier. Cutting towards the goal, gets up a loose ball, and it's back down low. They got 2 to shoot now. Trimmer up top to Ramsey, and he dumps it into the corner. A little bit of miscommunication there. .90 seconds remaining in the second frame. Fort Saskatchewan able to dominate here recently. Another offensive possession, a chance to hit the double digits. Folliard cutting towards the goal, held up a little bit, his shot gets stopped. Could have been a holding call there. Looks like Josh Geim wrapped up Folliard's arm. Now in transition, it's Geim across the floor, trying to find Drennan. George 6 on the floor. Folliard's up top. 1-on-1, looking to cut himself a little bit of space. Marlowe's going to jump into the slot. Haven't heard much from him this game, but don't count on to be silent in the remaining 21 minutes. George to fire with 5 on the shot clock. It's bouncing back. And now George has to battle. In transition, Mulholland shoots and it goes off the post and in. Off the post, off Jacob Perron's back and in the back of the net as Declan Mulholland has the Shamrocks' first goal, not from someone named Logan Sundhol. You got to be good to be lucky and lucky to be good. And Mulholland off Perron, off the post, and it finds its way to the back of the net. It's 9-4 now with 29 seconds remaining. Another chance in transition for Geim. He fans all that, and then he runs over Searson. Loose ball push called Fort Saskatchewan. Gonna try and get a timeout in here. 19 seconds left. They will get that in. 19.1 seconds. Fort Saskatchewan gonna look to extend that lead back to 6. You know what? A 5-goal lead. Obviously, you're sitting a little bit comfortable. But that extra one, some momentum, a little bit of hype going into that second intermission.
Yeah, no, their offenses look great. Just got to keep it up. I think that week of practice really did wonders for them.
Yeah, not exactly sure what they were working on, but hey, whatever they did, it works. Bray and company have the staff flying. 9 goals on 38 shots so far. They're going to be drawing up a play here. Who do you think is going to take this shot, and where's it coming from?
I think I'm giving it to George or Wong here. Just from the outside, maybe try and work a pick and roll.
George with that pick and roll. I mean, he's got 2 already today. Wouldn't be shocked to see him shoot from that top left side. But also, you know what? They haven't used a guy like Marleau in the slot yet. That could be another opportunity. They've got him out there sitting in front. Goalie's pulled 6 on 5. 19 seconds left to go in the second period. Rebels possession. Fouillard to lead the way. They're going to probably cut this clock down to about 7 seconds or so before they run their play. Dyeworth's on his right. George is on his left. He's got George sitting up top. Looking for a lane to shoot. He tries to work it over to Wong, and Wong's going to bounce this one right in the chest, and a good save by Solanovic. They work it up the floor. Fort Saskatchewan gets their opportunity, and a great pass from George over to Wong. But an even better save is Solonovic's up to the task for his 30th of the game. Second period wraps up. Fort Saskatchewan up 9-4 after the second period. Obviously, if you tell them before the game, this is where they're going to be sitting. They're going to be pretty happy with this one. But one thing, they got to clean up those penalties. You can't be letting the Shamrocks in off of penalties. I mean, they're 4 for 4 on the penalty kill, but you really don't want to test it.
Yeah, I know. Like you said, strong penalty kill tonight, which is good to see, but you don't want to play with fire.
Especially against a team like the Shamrocks. Their offense was firing. They beat Lethbridge by an average of 6 last weekend. They don't really take too many penalties. They're a well-disciplined team, and they do have some firepower. I mean, we've seen it from Logan Sundholm. He's got Jacob Perront's number here. He's got the hat trick so far. You got Lucas, who had 7 points. Ferrier's got 6 goals. I mean, Ramsey's got 8 points. You don't want to play with fire. And coming into this third period, how key is it going to be to shut them down, and especially some tight defense?
Yeah, the defense is going to be very key. You got to keep your eye on Sundholm there with the big shot from the outside. They're really trying to free him up with the pick and roll. So just stick to the game plan and defend as best you can.
Sundholm caps off the hat trick. Rebels at 6 in that second period. Thanks for tuning in. Third period coming up next. You're listening Cody Jansen, Zach Mueller, 12-ounce Sports Radio and TV. Welcome back, Rebels fans. Cody Jansen and Zach Mueller with you at the JRC in Fort Saskatchewan. Second intermission. Here in Fort Saskatchewan, Rebels leading the Shamrocks 9-4. Zach, Fort Saskatchewan, their offense is clicking. You get 6 goals in that second period. You gotta lock it down now. What's gonna be the key to holding on to this lead?
Just play good defense. Watch that play from the top. Ross been very good since that first shot of the game. Could have been shaken by it, but he really rebounded and he's playing well.
Logan Sundholm with the hat trick for Calgary. He's been their best offensive piece. Declan Mulholland has the other. They've really shut it down. How impressed with you at this defense with no Spencer Milne and Liam McGarvin in the lineup?
Yeah, no, they've been great tonight. The intensity is good. They're helping each other out. Like 4 for 4 in the penalty kill. Can't say much more than that. They're doing great.
Jacob Braun comes into this one with a 7.62 save percentage. He's clicking at 900 right now. Obviously, not a sustainable lacrosse number, but boy, he's been a difference maker.
Yeah, no, the save percentage will definitely go up after this one. He's been good between the pipes tonight.
There we go, Fort Saskatchewan looking to close out their first win of the season and their first home win. Calgary 2-0 of the season. Fort Saskatchewan's 0-2. Looking for a loss in there. Face off leads to another loose ball. And it's Daiwer battling for it, as is Dino there. Scrum ensues, and McQuiggan down the floor. Frazier's up top, the captain. Trimmer now cutting towards the goal. Prompt with the save. He's going to hang on. Right side, Wilson. Couple of fakes. He's going to let the offense ensue. Pouliard's on the floor. Right side, Wilson. Spin, cut toward the net, drops for Wong. Wong now with a high Aaron pass goes into the netting. And George drops this one, and a delay of game getting called against George. Didn't drop the ball right away. Gotta leave it there. Fort Saskatchewan, another penalty. We've talked about this before. You can't be taking penalties, especially against this Shamrocks team. And they're going on the man advantage for the 5th time this game. Rebels to kill. Frazier's up top. Left side, Sundholm. Sundholm again, accepting to shoot from that top left side. Ball's bouncing all the way back as Ferrier wasn't able to hang on to the pass. Now it's Sundholm down 3 to shoot, and they're just going to leave it in the corner and get the defensive troops on the floor. Carter Albrecht, left side. He can kill 20 seconds with the clock winding down. Albrecht still with it in the corner. Wong left side, little pick and roll, and he gets tripped up. And that's a dirty play there. Jack Mira sticks out his leg and trips up Albrecht. Hate to see him go down like that. Hard on the concrete floor. Marila's going to go to the box. And we'll play 4-on-4 for 1 minute and 5. 2 minutes for tripping. So we'll play 4-on-4 for 55 seconds. And then Fort Saskatchewan out of the power play. Wong spins around and it's up top. McCallion for Fouillard. Fouillard up there, double teams on him. Chucks it out in front, Alex is stopped. McCallion now to circle. Fouillard again, little fake. Looks like he's looking to cut towards the goal. Now he's going to leave it for Wong. Wong back door trying to quick stick. Unable to connect on that pass. Ref thought about calling a loose ball push, decided not to blow his own whistle. Right side, Gives down the floor. 2-on-1 if he wants, he's gonna fire it, it's gonna go over the net. Gives shot's gonna bounce all the way back to Shamrock's territory. 7 seconds left to go. A 4-on-4. And the Shamrocks will be short for 55 seconds. Right side, Ferrier. Ferrier now loose ball picked up at Fraser. The loose ball push. Picked up by Searson. Offense is on the floor, power play for Fort Saskatchewan. Wilson not picking it up. Not sure why the Rebels power play isn't wanting to get sent here. Now it will. Wilson's up top. George is left. Down to McCallion. Wilson looking to fire, gets blocked by the goal scorer, Mulholland, for the Shamrocks. Out of there, shot by George. Able to pick up his own rebound, and he gets it back. Eric George again cutting toward the goal. Over to George, 10 on the power play. Good ball movement here as it's Wong playing that bottom right side. Back to even strength as Murray's out of the penalty box. Rebounds down low for McCallion. Scooped up by Nicholas Page, and he's going to go the other way in transition. Page, left side for Trimmer. Trimmer now cutting towards the goal, takes a hit from Albrecht. Carter Albrecht, not afraid to throw his weight around, sometimes make it a little bit ahead. Still a youngster, gonna find the ropes. Shamrock still on offense, and Perrant kicks out that right pad for a big save on Mason Dick. Opportunity for Trimmer in the slot, but he's played well by D-Word on defense, and Albrecht's gonna go up the floor to Fouillard. Marcus Fouillard, little stutter step, pass over to George, and he's robbed by Solanovic. No goals so far in this third period. We've played 5 minutes. Fouillard's up top, down low for Dywert. No lane, so he works it up top. Left side, George. 7 to shoot. Marlowe won't fire. He tries to dish it off instead. As Dywert bounces one over the pipes. Fort Saskatchewan out shooting Calgary now for one of the first times of the game. It's 43-42. The shot's on goal. Chance out in front, and they score. Quick give and go, and Robson Ramsey's got his third of the season and first of the game, and the lead's down to 4. We said that first goal this period is going to be key, and now the Shamrocks, if you look at their bench, they got a little bit of life.
The Rebels have responded well tonight, though, so hopefully they can do it again here.
It's going to be key, and it all starts with the face-off here. D-Word's on the draw. Still bouncing around. Almost like it would be Shamrock possession. Now they're able to hang on, and in transition, here's Ferrier, and he's stopped by Perrant. That's a big save, because if you allow that one, boy, a whole different vibe to this game. Fouillard to Wong. Circling that half wall. Wilson getting into it a little bit in front of the net. George has it with 4. He's probably just going to dump this into the corner. No room for a shot. Now he'll lock it. And Mulholland, left side, up the floor. It's Colton Anderson in transition now. Lucas spins around his defender, but he's going to retreat a little bit for Trimmer. Trimmer up top. Chance goes way wide of the goal as Mason Dick fired about 5 feet high of Perrant. Trimmer's got 5 to shoot. Tries to find a man out in front. And Dick. Fouillard with 13:08. Boy, the Rebels could use a goal here. Bring a little bit of life back onto that bench. George up to Fouillard. Quick pick and roll. Leaves it for Dywert. A little bit of room's got Marlowe. Marlowe now pushed into the crease. But he's almost able to get that behind the back shot off. Good save. Solanovic holds his ground, and he's held the Rebels under 10 here for a while. Ferrier cutting towards the middle, and Jacob Perron's going to make a big save. Loose ball push, not called. Dywert's got a break. It's Dywert all alone. Jordan Dywert fake shoots, and he's stopped by Solanovic. Jordan Dywert with a chance in transition to extend that lead. Get fake too. Not even a better save. Solanovic with a good one. Lucas and Ferrier up top. Gets it back on that left-hand side. Shots fired. Perront makes a save. He's got to look behind him. This is James Johnston from that right half wall. Let it fly. Dewar up the floor for Fouillard. Got to get the offensive troops on a little bit faster than that. Fouillard trying to cut towards the goal. Decides to hold up. High lob for Wong. Over to McCallion. Back up top is Wong. Eric George left side, stripped of the ball. Wong has it with 3, and he's just going to dump this one. Long shot. Goaltender can't hang on to it. Looked like it did go off the goaltender there. No shot clock reset. Rebels bench not too happy about it. They got to play defense anyways. James Johnston, right side for Ferrier. Up top is Sundholm. Haven't seen too much of him this third period, and Sundholm works it over. Low shot, Perront with an arm save. Stretches out that left hand on John Guy. Chance out in front. Ferrier stopped again by JP. Perront has had Dylan Ferrier's number after Ferrier had 6 goals in their first weekend. A little bit of rough stuff up front. Dywert has it. Hard pick, Marlowe out in front, fake shoots and scores. Jack Marlowe cutting out in front, has the Rebels up to 10.
We've been calling his name all night, and there he is on the score sheet.
I said we're going to hear from him in the third period, and that's a big one because that extends the lead back to 5. Jack Marlowe, big goes. That's a sweet spot. I mean, he scored a couple of goals against Mountain View from long range, but boy, the big body, when he's in tight, he's hard to defend. Jack Marlowe with the second goal of the period. It's the first for the Rebels, and it's 10-5. Trimmer on offense for the Shamrocks. They're going to work it from that right side is Frazier. Held off the goal column so far this evening. Low shot for Trimmer, whistles it wide. McWigan. Run over in front by Searson. Rebels possession almost halfway through this third period. Wong down for Wilson. Stripped off the ball and in transition run over by Wilson. Takes an extra whack. Rebels are going to be shorthanded again. Lucas on the wall, going to wait this out. They got 15 to shoot. Lucas now, he's got a fired Perront with a good stick side. They found a couple of ways to beat Perront, their low stick side. So that's a big save for him. Trying to take Sundholm's spot. Wilson's going to be going off for cross-checking. Fort Saskatchewan shorthanded for the 6th time this game. Sundholm, left side, give and go with Ferrier. They're going to have to get some quick work done here, down by 8. Frazier with a long shot. Perront with the save. He had to look behind him. That's because it bounces off the wall. Frazier to Sundholm. Down low's Trimmer. Back up top to Sundholm. He's going to look to fire. Tries to go glove side this time. And Perrant is kicking. 44th save of the night for him. Lucas to Trimmer to Fraser up top. He's going to fire a low shot. Not sure if Perrant even got a piece of that. They are going to say it was tipped and out of play. Down low in the corner, stick, loose ball, push called. Fort Saskatchewan giving the Rebels opportunities here. Sundholm up top. For Ferrier. Giving go Trimmers in the corner. Sundholm. He's not shooting as much as I would have expected for a guy with a hat trick, and Ferrier rips that one wide. Boy, chance out in front. Fraser's going to dunk it high as well. Albrecht bouncing ball. Can he hang on to it? He's going to. 47 seconds left in Albrecht. They're going to say he hit a push off there. Tough one for Fort Saskatchewan is Connor Albrecht. Young mistake, trying to run into him instead of kill some of the clock. A little bit of a hidden ball there, and Lucas going to work it up top with McGuigan. Right side Johnson, back across, picked off by Dywert. Dywert all alone. If he can get past Lucas, and he will, Jordan Dywert all alone fires that one wide of the goal. He was looking for his second breakaway marker like that. Shamrocks still with some power play time here. 5 seconds, they get a quick shot. Lucas, a little fake pass over to Johnson. He's going to try and go short side. Perrant not budging an inch. Shot clock reset. Wilson's got a chance in transition. Wilson unable to handle that long stretch pass as it's low. He's got a battle in the corner. Bouncing ball cut off. It ends up Jack Mira's stick. Mira left side pass knocked down by Wilson. Still bouncing around. They got 20 on the shot clock. They're cutting it a little bit close now. Sundholm walks to the middle, fires, and a good save by Perrant. Boy, we've seen that play a few times tonight. Albrecht with it on the boards up to the middle. Caden Cullum to set up the offense. Looks like he's just going to dish this off and go for a change. Nope, he's going to stay on. Marcus Folliard, right side, cutting down low. Going to circle up top, 6:47. He's got to get a shot off here within 3. Gets himself tangled up, low shot, save made. Rebound picked up by the Shamrocks as Nicholas Drennan has it left side. Cuts across center, letting the offense get set as McQuiggan. 5 points on the early season for McQuiggan. Has it up top, low shot, blocked by Cullum. That went off of his leg. He's feeling it. 3, and instead of dumping it down, Lucas is going to just try and get a shot on goal almost. Picked off by McQuiggan. And a water break called with 6:11 left to go in the third period. Goalies are going to catch their breath for Fort Saskatchewan. Couple of opportunities that they haven't been able to capitalize on. The penalty kill's been great. But how much of those missed breakaways could haunt them if this one gets close? Shots so far. We got 6:11 left to go in the third period. 49-47 in favor of the Calgary Shamrocks, who are undefeated on the season, while Fort Saskatchewan winless, in line for their first win here for the North Division champs of 2018. Dywart's up top, the captain. 24 on the shot clock. George over for Wong. Working it around the key there, left side's George just taking a hack and a half. Eric George now doing some work, cutting towards the middle, takes an extra punch. He goes down, Wong's gonna push him off, and now we got a little bit of rough stop as it's Wong in front, takes a smack to the back of his head. Dywert jumps in. George having a few words there. Wong's heading off to the box as well. Colby Anderson was all over George. Not sure how Fort Saskatchewan is going to call this even up or not. No way it should be. You got 3 Shamrocks jumping on top of Wong. Anderson still having a couple of words for him in the penalty box.
There's a positive to take out of that, though. The Rebels have looked pretty good on 4-on-4 tonight.
That is something they sure have. Zach Mueller with a clutch point coming in there. So it's going to be 4 minutes to Colby Anderson and 2 to Ethan Wong. So out of this, the Rebels will get a power play just a little bit later on. Their power play, 1 for 2 so far this evening. George to Folliard. Dyward, right side. Not gonna shoot, he's gonna spin around in traffic. Has it knocked out of his stick. He's almost able to work it down. Silanovic dishes it off to his defenseman. Little unorthodox break up there as Mulholland loses his stick and he's gonna go off for a change. Folliard laying a couple of whacks and now he's getting the call. Marcus Folliard's gonna be going off. A little bit of a low slash there. Caught John Geib down low, maybe a little bit of a sell job. But you know what, if the ref didn't call the first, he's gonna call the second or the third. So Marcus Folliard's gonna even this one up. Pardon me, Marcus Folliard's gonna send Calgary to 4-on-3 with 5 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in period number 3. Shamrocks are 0 for 6. Fort Saskatchewan's penalty kill has been phenomenal as Ferrier walks in. Just as I say that, he scores, and it's 10-6. Only took him 8 seconds on that power play. Zach, we've said it before, these penalties are eventually going to be a thorn in their side, and 7 proves to be the number that's too many.
I'll credit that goal against you, though, for jinxing it there.
Hey, sometimes you just got to swallow those. 10-6, Rebels still lead. Ref still trying to sort this out, should be back.
Rebels still 6 for 7 on the penalty kill, though. Nothing to be ashamed of. They just got to keep their composure here in the last 5 minutes.
They gave Folliard 4 for slashing. I didn't see that. So
I did not see that.
Looks like the Shamrocks will still be on the power play here for another minute 13. Wow, that's a little bit of a game changer. And as I said, Fort Saskatchewan, this power play or penalty kill, gonna have to really come through clutch, call him off the draw, able to win that, and that is massive for Fort Saskatchewan. Caden Collum doing it himself. Collum taking a little bit of a beating down low, but he's gonna keep it with him. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Shamrock still in power play for 43. So when they get this ball or possession, keeping in mind they do, they'll have 30. Ball is loose. Collum and Geib getting into it a little bit.
Great work by Collum out there.
That is a big team effort by the 19-year-old Caden Collum, winning that face-off and killing a lot of this penalty. Sundholm now on offense with Fraser as well. Pass over to Trimmer, gets knocked down. Sundholm has it again. They got 9 to shoot. Fraser off the post. Loose ball bouncing all the way to Solanovic. Wong is out of the box, 4-on-4 for 44 seconds. And it'll be Rebels' turn on the power play. Connor Albrecht decides to glove the ball down there. Can't do that. And so it's going to be Shamrock's possession with 3:29 left to go here. Fort Saskatchewan giving Calgary every opportunity possible to get back in this one. Lucas up top. Works it over for Dick. Now it's Ferrier cutting towards goal, tries to go 5-hole on Perrant. He's got to drop down to his knees, but he's going to make that save. In 12 short seconds, he's going to try hit this one for Folliard. Hard hit on the boards, and Marcus Folliard going to kill a little bit of clock here. 10-6, Rebels lead, under 2 minutes to play here in the third period. Folliard, Wilson, 7 left to go on the power play. Shot tipped into the roof. And at the minute 45, the Rebels defense just have to lock it down, this 4-goal lead. In transition, Robson Ramsey. Right side, Ferrier out in front. Turner with a low shot, Perrant with that same rebound picked up in his own zone by Smith. Smith drops for Dywert. 20 on the shot clock. Offensive troops back out there now. 2 goals this period. The goaltenders have really been the story tonight. Wilson's up top, 7 to shoot. Is he going to be going for it? Looks like he will. Ryan Wilson, 5 now, cuts out in front. He bounces it over the net and fires that one into the netting. Shamrocks up top. Sundholm, they're going to pull the goalie. Sundholm, the shot stopped. Loose ball bouncing around. They got the goalie pulled, so it's 6-on-5. Mason Dick back to his own net. The Shamrocks have 6 guys and their goalie on the floor. Perrant makes that save and it bounces above him. Picked up by Trimmer. McQuiggan up top. Shamrocks again playing with 6 guys and a goaltender. Can't say that's allowed. They'll get away with it and they score. Of course. Why not? 6 guys and a goaltender. And somehow they're able to get away with it. Mason McQuiggan makes it 10-7. Could you imagine if that was to tie up the game? They played to get 20 seconds out there with 7 men on the floor. Flink on the draw. Face-off violation called. Now going back in transition. It's Trimmer over to Ferrier. What a save by Perrant. Jacob Perrant standing on his head almost literally to finish this one off. Now it's Albrecht down the floor. We got a little bit of rust up. Ferrier and Albrecht getting into it. 2.7 seconds left to go. Fort Saskatchewan up 10-7. Can see the frustration boiling over for Calgary.
Perrant capping off his night with a great save there.
What a save. Are you kidding me? 48 on the night, and to cap it off that one, diving back to Rob Ferrier. You know what? There's really no hope of them coming back here. But still, if Ferrier scores that, it's a 2-goal win. The game sheet looks a lot closer than the past, 60 minutes have been. They're just going to run out the clock, and that's going to do it. Fort Saskatchewan, first home victory. It's a big one for Fort Saskatchewan. They finally get in that win column. 10-7, Perrant, phenomenal. Zach, who was the game breaker out there for you?
Honestly, I'm going to say just the offense across the board. 10 goals, 9 different goal scorers, I believe. Obviously, a great effort from Perrant, too. They've got to be happy with the effort across the board tonight.
They did get outshot in that one. So you know what? It's hard not to go with JP up top there. Phenomenal performance by him. But yes, the offense was great. Folliard, he was running the offense like you expect from him. Dywert, able to capitalize on some of those chances, able to generate a little bit more than he had in the past. So give me your third star of the night then. We might as well. For 12 Ounce Sports, 3 stars of the night. Third star, come to you from Zach Mueller.
Ooh, third star, hey?
Tough one.
That is a tough one.
Putting you on the spot here.
That is a tough one there. I'll give it to Folliard. I'll give third star to Folliard.
Fouillard is great. He only had 1 goal, but boy, probably half a dozen assists out there for him. He was all over the place in this 10-7 win, really running the offense. Yes, their power play went 1 for 3, but while they were out there, they looked effective. And I do have to say, I really like that. Second star, you know what? This is kind of going off the map. But if there's one player on the Shamrocks who had himself a night, I mean, I think we all know. It's got to be Logan Sundholm. The hat trick for him, and really, he was the only reason Calgary had life tonight. Their offense, mostly sleeping. And first star, is it really that hard of a choice? I mean, 48 saves for him. Jacob Perron, phenomenal. Finishes that one off. Fort Saskatchewan gets in the win column. 1-2 on this season for Calgary. They go to 2-1 with that loss. Fort Saskatchewan